Isn't it incredible that out of the vast nothingness that is your past, here you are? As far back as I can remember, even in my childhood, I have always been fascinated with the idea of getting older and death. Now, most reasonable people just dismiss the thought of not being alive. They say to themselves, "You don't know what is on the other side, so just forget it." But I suppose I am one of those who is not content with that answer. I am just absolutely fascinated with death and what it would be like to go to sleep and never wake up. Lots of people think it would be like going into the dark foreverness, or it would be like being buried alive, but it will not be like that, I believe. Think about it this way. If you went to sleep, you are not aware of the darkness when you are asleep. And so if you went into sleep, into unconsciousness forever, it would not be at all like going into the darkness. Also, it would not be at all like being buried alive. I believe when you die, it will be as if you had never existed at all. Not only you, but everything else as well. In that state of death, there will be no problems. There will be no one to regret. There will be no loss of anything. Nothing at all. Forever. You have no future, you have no past and no present. When you are dead, you are as if you never had been. That was the way you were before being born, because just as if you try to go back prior to your birth to find what was there, you know that prior to your birth, there was no memories. It is blank. There is absolutely nothing. It is totally blank, but we know through sources of information that before we were born, there was something going on. There were our father and mother, and their fathers and mothers, and the whole environment of the earth. Plus, there was the solar system, and behind that the galaxy, and behind that all the galaxies, and behind that another blank space. So think about this. If you die and go back to the state where you were not born, couldn't you happen again? Meaning, couldn't you come back to life again? You know, what has happened once can very well happen again. If it happened once, it's extraordinary, and it's not really very much more extraordinary if it happened all over again. We have witnessed the passing of people, and we witnessed babies born. We all know that there is no doubt about it. We are born, live, then die. But what worries us is that when we are dead, there could be nothing at all forever. This should not worry us, because before you were born, there was the same nothing at all. And yet you happened. And if you happened once, you can happen again. Also, remember this. We all have the same background of nothingness, as we do not remember having lived before, and yet it has been done before again and again and again.